Well, Graham, people in France, they're not too happy right now.
Why is that, Marvin?
Well, predecessors of Louis XVI in the early 18th century, they didn't really set him up for success, as you can say.
And that's right, they really got Louis XVI in a bit of a pickle, and he doesn't look like he's going to get himself out of it. We're heading over to Diane now with a live interview of Louis XVI, asking what he's going to do with the unrest going on in France right now. Over to you, Diane.
We're here live with King Louis XVI. How are you today, King Louis? Thanks for having us.
Pleasure to be here.
So, why don't we take a little walk? Why don't you come show us around your Palace of Versailles?
Okay.
Let's make our way over to these gardens. Tell us about these.
Some trees.
That's Louis. Where are you going? Our interview is just starting, buddy. How do you plan to address the debt situation? I know it was kind of unfair the way you were thrust into the throne in such a rough debt situation, but how do you plan to address it?
Sorry, what?
How do you plan to address the debt situation in France?
Well, I don't really think it's that big of a problem. I'm just gonna stay here in my palace with my wife, Marie Antoinette. It's not a big problem. Not a big problem.
Very well then. That's contrary to what a lot of economists are saying nowadays. But
They're wrong.
what do you say to the people who criticize you and your wife, Marie Antoinette? First, for you marrying an Austrian, and second, for the inability to produce a male heir.
Well, I think the whole Austrian thing is very silly. She's attractive. I married her. I like her. That's it. And I'm sorry. What's the second part of the question?
People have criticized you and Marie for having not produced a male heir to the throne.
Not my problem.
Well, I believe it. It is your problem.
I'm
The
fine. I'm fine
reports
downstairs.
have surfaced suggesting that you were
No,
asexual and
Wrong.
completely uninterested in sex with Marie Antoinette.
No. False. It's all lies. No.
Is that all you have to say regarding that matter? That's all you have to say? Alright, so, Louis, we gotta ask you, what do you think about the, what the... It seems Louis has found something interesting in that bush over there. Let's go investigate. Louis, what have you found here? Well, I gotta catch up here. You're a fast one there, Louis. As I was saying before you wandered off into that bush, how do you plan to address the unrest? Currently, there's a lot of unrest among the people just because of the high bread prices and people are starving. What do you have to say or have planned to make sure the people live? Quite frankly,
Bread. High prices.
Excuse me, can you come again?
Bread's high. Bread's high prices. I don't. Not my problem.
Well, it is your problem. These are your people, and they're starving, Louis. How you've got to have some sort of plan.
I can afford bread. Not my problem.
Moving on. How do you plan to repay this immense national debt you guys have racked up?
That's my favorite bench.
And it appears Louis has once again gone and found some interesting aspect of his gardens here at Versailles.
My wife planted these trees. She really...
Marie planted these trees? Really?
Weeping willows imported from Spain.
Impressive stuff, Louis. But back to the matter at hand. How do you plan to address the rising debt of France and repay old debts?
Next question.
Next question.
Yes, please.
You don't have any kind of answer for us whatsoever.
No.
All right then. Since you don't seem to want to talk about anything relevant to France, what's your favorite bush here in the gardens? This one right here? Or that one over there?
They're all nice bushes. I like the green ones.
They're all green, Louis.
Blue. The blue bush. I know they could get purple. Purple bush. I like foliage.
So, Louis, the people of France are starving, and from your answers in this interview, you seem completely indifferent about that. Yet you and your wife are still just spending money like it's nothing. What do you have to say for that? You know, your people are starving, but you continue to spend.
You know,
Well, if it's not important, then why not give some to the people?
mine. Why should I? My money. I'll spend it.
All right then. Next question. What do you have to say about you are an absolute monarch, correct? Some of the new ideas coming out of the Enlightenment are putting forward the beliefs that it's better to give more power to the people as opposed to power to one ruler. What do you have to say to that?
That's just stupid. Don't believe the British. British, they don't know what they're doing.
All right.
Power to the people. It's stupid.
Well,
Power is my power. I earned it.
so what I think
Mine.
what I think we've come to realize in this interview is that you continue to spend. What have you found there, Louis? All right. We tried to bring you an interview with Louis XVI today, and we hope you enjoyed our little segment, although we learned absolutely nothing at all about Louis. We've lost Louis for the third time here today, and I think at this point, we're just gonna leave him to his bush and head on back to the studio. I'm really dumbfounded as to what to say to something like that. That's the monarch of one of those powerful countries in the world rolling in a bush. May God have mercy on his soul. Back to you.
That is the leader of France, folks.
Right you are, Graham. Immediately following this interview was the storming of Bastille, sparking the French Revolution itself.
Following that was the Women March on Versailles. They pleaded and brought King Louis back to Paris, and let's just say, didn't end too well for King Louis, did it, Marvin?
Let's just say King Louis won't be using his head much to think anymore.
Guillotined.
Following the king's death, a man named Maximilien Robespierre took charge of the French Revolution.
Indeed he did. He really sparked a reign of terror, in which hundreds of clergy members and nobility were killed by the blade of the guillotine. Over to Pat Landy now with a ride-along of some Third Estate members trying to find a clergy member in the streets of Paris. Pat?
That clergy member should be around here somewhere. When we see him, bag him.
Get up close to him. Oh, I see him.
Oh, there he is.
Get up close. Get up close.
Oh, he's done.
This is happening.
This clergy member is done.
Reign of terror.
Stop, clergy member!
Have mercy! Ah!
Tag him and bag him.
Get up, scum! Ah! Ah! Come on, come on! Move! Ah! Help! Get him in!
Get him in! Election!
Come on, we gotta go!
Jesus! Clergy scum! Well, that was interesting. It's a shame Robespierre's reign was short-lived after the Thermidorian response, in which people were kind of fed up of Robespierre's heartless reign of just chopping people's heads off for seemingly no reason. Hypocritically, the people ended up chopping Robespierre's heads off after he failed to commit suicide, the dumb idiot. After Robespierre's death, the Directory was formed, in which 3 executive powers headed the Directory, divided into 2 councils, the Council of Elders and the Council of 500. Oh, wait, I scratched that. It seems the French consulate is now the government of France, thanks to Napoleon Bonaparte on the 18th Brumaire. He overthrew the Directory, which was very short-lived, and now has become the Emperor of France. Interesting, huh? Young general fighting on the lines. It's a crazy place. Crazy place going on in France right now.
I just can't keep up with these kids. They're
all over the place.
They got one government, the next government. Now they got an emperor.
Maybe this guy can kind of sew up all the loose holes in France's coat pocket.
Well, turns out this Napoleon guy is really doing well for the French, aren't they?
Yes, he is.
Well, he has pretty much dominance all over Europe except for Britain and Russia.
At least after Russia dropped out of the continental system, that sparked the invasion of Russia, which we've got live footage of right now. Over to you, Diane.
Napoleon?
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Russia, like I said.
Why?
Dropped out of the continental system and I'm pissed.
We're walking for like 2 months now. It's cold. My feet hurt.
Just, it'll be worth it once we get there. We're gonna keep going until I say stop.
Alright, whatever you say, boss. Let's go.
Alright, no more whining. I'll let you know when we're there. Gosh.
So cold.
Well, this is Russia. Where is everybody?
Napoleon?
What?
No one's here.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm hungry.
So am I.
Napoleon, I'm really cold and
So am
I
I!
feel really sick.
So is everybody!
Can we go
Don't be
home?
selfish!
I feel really bad, Napoleon.
How bad do you think I feel? I just marched 500,000 people here, 250,000 of which are already dead. And now we've got to march 600 miles back to flippin' France with no food.
But we're going home?
I don't even know if I've got a frostbite in my toes.
We can do it. Come on, let's go home.
I can't feel my hands, Napoleon.
Let's go.
God damn.
Lead us the way.
Oh,
Napoleon.
This is such a bad idea. There's not a word out of you guys. We're going home.
Let's see.
And we're going.
Napoleon? Napoleon!
Shut up.
Napoleon!
What?
Everyone's dead! Look at all our troops! What? What are we doing?
Just shut up, okay?
This is all your fault!
I know.
Why?
I know. Shut up! I feel awful. Oh my god. Just get up. Just leave him.
No!
I want to. No! Don't you. I have to go home. I'm the Emperor. I can't die. Well, Marvin, that seemed like a waste of time and good soldiers. I believe it was about 250 soldiers that ended up dying just by the hands of some cold weather. A little silly from Napoleon there. Poor leadership skills, I believe. And that really marked the decline of Napoleon's power. After that, he was exiled to St. Helena, and King Louis XVIII was reinstated as leader of France.